welcome back to my channel, and if you are new to my channel, thank you so much for tuning in, and please be sure to subscribe. Let's get into my September favorites, and my September favorites are a range of different things. I've never done a favorites video before, but I don't know why, because I have so many things that are staples throughout every month or throughout months at a time that I really love, and I definitely want to share them with you all. So you all can add them to your collections, add them to your, your routines and your, whatever it is that kind of keeps you going and kind of keeps you, move and stay. First things first, as you guys can notice, I'm on my queening movement right now, because I've got my sweatshirt that says queening that I got made. I am thinking about selling these. If you are interested, leave a comment, send me an email, let me know, and I'll definitely put them up on my Big Cartel site. But I also am, representing the queening movement with my mug, because queening ain't easy. And I wanted to have a saying, and I wanted to have a slogan that really represented how I felt about queening, because it's not easy. It is something that you have to work on constantly. You have to feed yourself that positivity. You have to consciously, make an effort to have that self-esteem and that positivity in your life, and get rid of those negative thoughts, get rid of those negative vibes, and just really, be. Sometimes it is hard to just be, and it's not easy. So this represents it. This kind of tells me every day, and when I'm drinking out of this, that look, you doing the daggone thing, but it ain't easy. But I recognize that you're doing it. Femmes, these are available on my Big Cartel. That's the femfocus.bigcartel.com. THEFEMMEFOCUS.bigcartel.com. This is my first September favorites, because I got this made last month. I did put it out there. Thanks for those who have purchased already. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. And those who are interested, just to give you more, here it is. This is the mug. Okay. And yes, I literally have tea in it, and that's my next that's my next thing. That's my next favorite that I want to talk to you about, is my love affair with tea. And this is a new love affair, because I didn't really realize the benefits that tea had on my body. I don't know about y'all, but on my body loves tea. It helps me to relax. It helps my digestive system. It just helps me to get in this place of complete serenity and zen. I don't know what it is with tea, but it's good. So one thing is that I lost my tea kind of diffuser, so I had to go back to the bag. So I just ran to the store in these past couple weeks and got some tea, because I was like, I need to find something that's kind of gonna get me going. Now, the first tea that I bought back in early September was the chamomile tea, and I got this from Marshall's for $3.99, which is a really good deal because it has 60 bags in it. And chamomile, as you know, can help you to sleep. It can help you to just relax and unwind and things like that. It's very soothing. It's a nice blend, and it goes down really smoothly as well. I know I sound like I'm talking about liquor, but I mean, it's tea. It goes down really smoothly. And I thought to myself that I really wanted to do some chamomile tea, because I had a habit of saying, I can't sleep. Let me take a Benadryl. That'll knock me out for hours at a time, and I'll sleep. But I found that, of course, I'm trying to be more healthy, and I'm trying to be more holistic in my wellness approach. So I was like, all right, let's get some tea. I know tea works. I've used tea before. Chamomile, let's just pick up something, see how it does. And this bad boy did the trick. I don't know about y'all, but for Marshalls and TJ Maxx, I love going to the different sections and looking at I guess the food and things like that they have, and they always have a great selection of teas. So I decided to pick this one up. It's been helping me sleep, get rid of the Benadryl or sleepy time, whatever else. Actually, sleepy time tea is actually really good as well. But whatever else you use to go to sleep, ditch that. Try to unwind and kind of relax in a natural way, and this chamomile tea will definitely help you to do that. Next I have, another tea, which like I said, I lost my diffuser, so I just had to pick up some tea one day. Stomach was hurting, Googled some things, I had some ginger, and it wasn't really that was helping, that was going to help, but peppermint really helped to settle my stomach. I think, I don't even know what it was that I ate, but my stomach, and y'all know I've talked about this before, me and my digestive tract aren't on the same terms right now. we are not vibing right now. For some reason, we haven't been for the past, couple months to couple years. So I'm learning and everything, but peppermint tea really, really helped me out. This is the peppermint tea. It's herbal and it's caffeine free from Celestial Seasonings, and this is the one you can find it anywhere: Walmart, Food Lion, Target, Kroger, Harris Teeter, depending on where you are, Publix, Wegmans, wherever. You can find it wherever. Because it's like the OG of tea. This is like, oh, I want some tea. This is like the box you went to go pick up. But peppermint tea, just in general, whatever brand it is, it doesn't matter. It's really good for digestion. It really helped to soothe my stomach. And I will say this, I was kind of upset because I was like, dang, I don't feel like going to get a diffuser, then going to buy loose leaf tea. That can be kind of expensive sometimes. I just needed to go run and pick up something really quickly. But I was like, you know what? Let me hold on to my tea bags, because of the simple fact that with a tea bag, it's easier to kind of carry places. It's easier to kind of, you can just put this in a baggie and then you can just be on your way. You can go to work, you can go to school, whatever, just have it with you throughout the day, as opposed to having to have your diffuser and to have your loose leaf tea and to make sure blah, 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 whatever else. I feel like this is something that's on the go. If you have both, that's great. I just have this for now until I re-up and kind of get back on my loose leaf tea movement and get my diffuser and everything. But this works just fine, just as it is right now. Some other teas that I like, ginger tea is really good. What else is another one? I think those are my main three, like chamomile, ginger, and peppermint. I'm here for them. I am so here for them, y'all. So here for them. Okay. Next, let's see. Since we're on our whole like holistic kind of natural vibe going on here, we'll talk about deodorant. And I don't know if you guys use the natural deodorant, but I have been using natural deodorant for quite some time now, because I didn't like those kind of lumps and the weirdness that I was feeling when I was using regular deodorant. I've used this deodorant for years now. It is by Naokeidoe Creation. It's their natural deodorant, and it is aluminum and paraben free, and it has tea tree and lemongrass. And one thing that I know people, when they first use this, or I've had people ask me, or when I talk about this on other platforms, they're like, well, what about, the antibacterial things? Well, you guys do your research. Essential oils have bacteria fighting ingredients and bacteria fighting kind of, what's the word I'm looking for, properties in them. So that's really all you need. The lemongrass does well for antibacterial. The tea tree does well for antibacterial. And it also has, you can read the ingredients: shea butter, arrowroot powder, coconut oil, jojoba oil, non-aluminum baking soda, beeswax. You have non-nano zinc oxide, neem oil. Essential oils are lemongrass, tea tree, lavender, patchouli, and frankincense. And there's even some organic, and they're all fair trade. So, everything you can read in here. I know that for women also, using a natural deodorant is better as far as combating the effects of, breast cancer that can come from the aluminum that's in the regular commercial deodorants. If you want more information on this, I'll definitely have a link in the bottom. If you are in Virginia, you can find this in your Whole Foods stores across Central Virginia, coming soon to all of the Whole Foods here in Hampton Roads, and also Kroger as well. So be on the lookout, and they'll probably be in a store near you soon too, wherever you are. One of the things that I have also seen results on is my Pure Natural Clarity Facial Oil Serum. Now, this is a luxury moisturizer for normal to oily acne-prone skin. One thing that's great about this is that it contains turmeric. And if you all research turmeric, you'll know that turmeric has some crazy products. Turmeric is like the go-to spice. You cook with it. I know you guys have seen the meme for coconut oil. Well, turmeric has the same sort of effects, whether you're eating with it, or whether you're putting it on things, or putting it on your skin, or whatever it is, it has the same effects, and this contains that. One thing that I like about this is the fact that, of course, it lightened up my hyperpigmentation from my acne scars. It also helped my makeup to go on smoother. This is a dropper, and it's a glass dropper, and as you can see, You can take how many ever drops you need. Rub that on your face. After you wash your face, before makeup, whatever. Legit. So I had gotten my tragus and then my helix done. I believe it was like late July, maybe early August. I think it was in July though. And they were doing really well until I started having some hypertrophic scarring. And then I had like the little bumps come. There was like one on the inside for my tragus and then one on the outside and the inside for my helix. I knew they weren't keloids because my skin doesn't keloid, or maybe it could have been a form of a keloid. I don't know, but I know I looked it up, talked to the piercing person, and it was hypertrophic scarring. Now that happens as, you know, the cells and everything and the skin is trying to heal, and you have this jewelry that's going through your skin, and it's like, what's going on? But anyway, I did use the saline like solution. I did use that. So they gave you like that medical grade wash that you use, and they give you like the sea salt or whatever type of salt it is. I believe it's just sea salt, and you mix it together and you do that. Now that was going good, but the scarring continued to like show. It wasn't until I looked up some things. My mom suggested like, well, just try some tea tree on it. I'm like, that might work, and it did. You have to dilute this when you use it. So I diluted it. So what I did was I took a Q-tip, stuck the Q-tip under the sink so it can get some water on it. Then I poured this, and as you can see, it just kind of pours out. You know, it has like a little stopper thing, and it kind of just pours out when you need to use it. Did that, and I'm telling you, within less than a week, they were gone, and they have not come back. I still find myself from time to time like cleaning them with that, and I do want to change out. These are just the like kind of original, you know, piercing earrings that they give you to go in there. I want to get some studs for them now, but since they're kind of all healed up. But I'm telling you, piercings and scarrings and things like that, tea tree is your best friend. I was on the hunt for facial primer for so long because I didn't want one that was like a silicone based primer because my skin doesn't like silicone. I have oily skin, and I found that my skin was like fighting with the silicone when I was using it. But using this Black Radiance True Complexion Shine Control Primer, now I know it doesn't have the best ingredients in here, which there is no list of ingredients even on the back of this, but I believe there is on the website and also on the package that it came on. But this has been like, you know, a go-to for me for the past month as far as shine control, as far as the summer, you know, in the summer using this, I found that I wasn't oily, like, and I have extremely oily skin. Like, I've always had extremely oily skin, but this really, you know, it did its duty. It's white. Let me show you guys. It's white. As you can see, and I'm wasting it, Lord knows. But good thing it's drugstore, so it's only like $6, $5, $6. But it's white, and when you know, rub it on, you guys see that? It'll rub on nice and clear. And one thing that I like to do is I like to let it dry like completely, so that it totally like forms that barrier over the skin, so that once the foundation is being put on, it can go on nice and smoothly, and it won't like kind of be mixing with it. This will be your complete barrier. So that's what I like to do. But as you can see, it dries completely clear. There's no like white residue or anything, and it definitely lasts all day. It doesn't even say that it's supposed to last 24 hours or whatever, like most products, you know, usually try to have that claim, but this doesn't even say that, but it works like a charm. Get you some. Next would be my other works like a charm, you know, as far as beauty is concerned, and that's the L'Oreal Paris 24-hour Pro Matte, Infallible Pro Matte. And it's the demi matte finish. I do like this one because I find even, and it's funny because I was kind of weary of buying this because I'm like, a primer combined with this, which is all anti-oil, that's gonna make my face like even more so like produce excessive oil, but it didn't do that at all. And one thing, this is the color 108 Caramel Beige, so that one works really, really well. At first, this wasn't a good match because it was too dark when I first bought it, but then over the summer, this has been like definitely a favorite because with a slight tan that I get, it kind of worked well. And as far as staying matte, like, let me tell you something about this. What's so funny with this is that I wore this, I had to do an event for work, and I was outside for like hours. It was so hot out there, it was ridiculous. My boss is looking at me, and she was like, wow, she was like, your face isn't even greasy or oily or anything. And I was like, I know. She was like, what is that, MAC? And I'm like, actually, it's not. And I told her what it was, and she was like, wow. And everybody, you know, she was surprised that it was drugstore. and so were a couple other women that were asking me like, what kind of makeup was I wearing? Went to another event. These were just like promotional events during the summertime. And then another woman came up to me. She's like, what is that you're wearing? Why are you not pouring down sweat? I'm like, I don't know, but I'm so hot right now. But it's the makeup. And she went and got it. Like, I'm telling you, this is, you know, it's legit. It's definitely, you know, it's definitely oil control, and it definitely has that claim like it says. As far as 24 hour, I don't know. I wear it for how many ever hours I wear it, and then I take it off. But it definitely works good. I like it a lot. My Real Techniques, this is a part of my favorites as well. My Real Techniques sculpting brush. And at first I bought this because I was like, ooh, this will make, you know, I'm a beginner at this whole makeup thing, so this will make contouring really easy. Bruh. Okay, great. Cool for contouring, wonderful, fabulous. But putting on foundation with this, watch my last makeup video. Putting on foundation with this gives you that full coverage. Because I hadn't been getting that full coverage. I usually use a wet Real Technique sponge or a brush or something, and I wasn't getting what I wanted. I used many different brushes before, but this, and as you can see, I really use it because it's super dirty, and I need to clean it. I need to clean it badly. But it's super dense, and I think its density and like how tightly packed the hairs are in this really, you know, help to apply that foundation so flawlessly and to make sure that it's full coverage. So this has definitely been a favorites, and it's a favorites because I bought it for one thing, but it has extremely good benefits for using it for something else. So I bought it for sculpting and for, you know, that whole contouring thing like that, and for bronzing, but for applying foundation, oh, this is lit for that. Last but not least is the Year of Yes by Shonda Rhimes, and it's how to dance it out, stand in the sun, and be your own person. The Year of Yes was just really, you know, I think it really resonated with me because I love Shonda Rhimes and I love Grey's Anatomy. It's my favorite show by her, all-time favorite show by her. And one thing in the book, well, I'll get to that in a second, but one thing I liked hearing the author's voices. So I like the author that actually writes the book. They're doing the voiceover for the audiobook. I like that because she did that as well. And also, one thing I will say is that her speeches, I really like listening to her speeches. Her speech that she gave when, what's the school she went to? I don't know. I forget the school she went to, whatever Ivy League school that was she went to. But she came back and she did this speech, you know, when you graduate and all that stuff. She kind of came back and did that speech. That was really good. But one of the things that also resonated with her, and I kind of connected with her, was that one of the episodes of Grey's Anatomy, and it was when Dr. Christina Yang was leaving. And there was this quote, and she talks about this quote, and I'm going to read this quote. And it's what Christina had said to Meredith when she was leaving to go on and chase her dreams, and just, she left love behind. She left everything behind in Seattle to go across the country to chase her dreams and to be this amazing doctor. It's amazing. You know, and this is what the quote is, and I'm glad that, you know, Shonda Rhimes had just even made mention to the quote and to that episode, because basically she was saying like a lot of the characters were parts of her, but Christina definitely was a character that kind of was like her, and she related so much when she wrote about this character, and I felt like that same way. But this quote stuck out in my mind. Oh my gosh. And it just, I don't know, ladies, just as anything in life, sometimes we don't often put ourselves first. Sometimes we put everybody else first, and sometimes we don't realize and recognize our own light that beams from within us. But Christina was talking to Meredith, and she says, I gotta go. You stay here. You are a gifted surgeon with an extraordinary mind. Don't let what he wants eclipse what you need. He's very dreamy, but he's not the sun. You are the sun. I was done on that episode, and when she mentions it in the book, I'm like, yes. I knew I wasn't the only person that resonated with. You guys, audiobooks are really cool, and I like audiobooks because, and they're, you know, on my favorites for September, because it feels like you're right there with the author. You're right there, especially if it's, you know, nonfiction. Fiction, you feel like you're right there within the adventure or within the story that the person is telling. So it's really good. Okay, guys, that's enough because I can talk your heads off. all day about these couple favorites that I picked, and I thought I only picked a little bit, but clearly I'm talking a lot about them. Like I said, the shirts, you know, I'm thinking about it. I'll see. But the mugs are available for purchase. Queening ain't easy, y'all. Queening, it ain't easy.